So, Critical Hit is going to change again. I mean, it wouldn't be Critical Hit unless I constantly reassessed and decided whether the immense amount of time it takes to produce is actually worth it. So first off, this last year has been dope. I use that word a lot. It's still true. I mean, at least for me, I know I have definitely grown a lot in just my understanding of the language of storytelling and filmmaking. And at least the sense I get from the Discord is that that's true for a lot of you too, which is awesome. And throughout this past year, we've gotten some really vulnerable comments kind of relating the thematic conclusions of stories to people's own actions and decisions in their own lives, which is really, really crazy. Stories are nutty things. They definitely penetrate deep. So, why is it changing? In trying to figure out what's important to do with a person's life, I personally think it's important to chase what is life-giving. Critical Hit is still valuable, but it's not growing. And I don't just mean in viewership. I mostly mean in the ideas that we're talking about. Because I still hope to grow as a storyteller and a reader and a listener and a human. Obviously. But for the time being, my understanding of what stories are and how they're told isn't going into new realms that make making new videos life-giving. It's not bringing anything new. If you want to know what I think the stories are about, go watch any of our videos from the last year. Any new videos that we would make, at least for the time being, is just going to be through that same analytical frame, just a different movie. Until at least I am confronted with something that's convincingly better or more nuanced or developed or something that causes me to grow. So then if the life is starting to slow down in Critical Hit, where is the life? I want to tell stories. And thinking about the world that I want to live in and my contribution to that, there's a few stories and worlds that I really want to articulate, which takes a lot of time. It's always about time. It's always. So prior to starting Critical Hit, when I was really thinking about what I wanted to do with my life, I articulated I wanted to teach and tell stories. And I came back to Critical Hit, and then on the side, I was figuring out what stories I wanted to tell. And for the last year, me and 3 of my friends have been really digging into a specific story that right now, at least, is written as an animated series. We've gotten pretty far, and we're actually getting to the point where we're about to plot out episodes. It's very exciting. It's very fun. It's very life-giving. We get to connect and wrestle, and it's all the good things. We don't know eventually, what it'll become, but that's kind of not the point. We'll get it out somehow. And then on top of that, I've been working with and helping out on a music project with some other close friends of mine that I really care about the heart of the project. It's expressing itself through myth and storytelling. It's good. And that has also been taking up a lot of my time. So then, is Critical Hit still worth doing? Yes, for the time being, I do think it's still valuable. Not because of Critical Hit itself, more so just because of stories themselves. I think story literacy has the chance to change us in big positive ways. Whenever you're struggling to be brave or honest or whatever, and in that moment you remember a line, a character, a relationship, and a story, and it pushes you to be a better person, that's nutty town. So if continuing Critical Hit means that there's one more thing on the internet that's saying, hey, we should learn how to understand stories better, then that's cool. I'm into that. So we're still going to keep putting videos out consistently. The thing that is going to change is our traditional format, model, style, whatever you want to call it. We are going to completely switch to the more React style video like I did with Soul. And my logic is just more bang for the buck. It takes less time to do on my end, but it also covers roughly the same amount of information, which allows Critical Hit to keep reaching new people who may not have encountered this way of thinking about stories, but also opens up my time to work on the other story projects that I'm super into. So for you patrons, if you're all like, hey, this isn't what I signed up for, understood. I get it. Here's your ticket out. Any support helps, obviously. Kaeli, I, and our roommates are constantly trying to figure out the rent, food, bills situation while making the art that we care about. I just wanted to be honest up front. I've been thinking about this for a while, and this was the best win-win that I could think of. If you guys have any other ideas, please let me know. But this is going to be what we're going to do looking forward. If you have any movies you want me to watch, please let me know. I think the next one I'm going to do is Wolfwalkers, the cartoon saloon film that came out on Apple Plus. I will still do a full scripted second part to the whole Frozen video or series. I'm not sure how many that's going to be, either 2 or 3. I'm thinking more 2 because when I think about it, I don't know if I have that much content left. But that will come out. I don't know when. I've just been slowly working on it in the background while I've, 1, been thinking through these thoughts, 2 and 3, working on those things that I already articulated, and 3, just, figuring out what the new model is and how to do it. I really enjoy doing Critical Hit. I really love the conversations and the community that we've built over on the Discord. Hope to keep moving forward, learning, expressing, connecting, telling the truth, all the good stuff. All right. See you guys later.